Madison, I want you to divorce my son. Excuse me? What's going on? Divorce all of a sudden? Oh, it's nothing to be surprised about. I've always thought you and Logan should have separated long ago. Wait, but why are you saying that so suddenly? Could I at least ask for a reason? A reason? It's simple. Now that I'm done taking care of my husband, you're no longer needed. No longer needed? That's right. I never supported your marriage with Logan from the start. You're plain looking, don't seem well educated, and honestly, I couldn't find a single good thing about you. I see. But back then, my mother-in-law needed care. I just wanted anyone to marry into the family to help with that. So reluctantly, I approved the marriage. But honestly, the idea of living under the same roof with you was unbearable. Then my husband fell ill, and I had to take care of him too. And so, for 28 years, we just dragged on as a family. So in short, I was just a convenient caregiver for you, wasn't I? That's exactly it. With you around, I didn't have to lift a finger for housework. But now, I can finally kick you out. From here on, Logan and I are going to live happily together. So you just used me for your own convenience and now plan to toss me aside. After 28 years of dedication, this is too cruel. And so what if it is? A wife only needs to serve her husband's family, right? I've let you fulfill your role as a daughter-in-law, so you should be grateful for that. Grateful, you say? Exactly. Well, since you're a stay-at-home wife with no skills, you'll probably be lost after the divorce. But that's no longer my problem. How can you say something like that? And what about Logan? What does he think? You can't just decide on a divorce by yourself. Oh, I'm sure Logan feels the same way as I do. He probably only sees you as a convenient housekeeper. Is that so? Listen, you've got 1 month to divorce him and move out of this house. If you drag your feet or try to stay, I'll have you forcibly removed, throw out all your belongings, and change the lock so you can't get back in. Do you actually plan on taking it that far? I'm sick of seeing your face. That's all I have to say. Goodbye. Madison, Logan and I are at an Italian restaurant right now. Since today's the day you're moving out, I figured we shouldn't get in the way of your packing. Oh, by the way, just to confirm, you finalized the divorce paperwork, right? Yes, Miss Jones. Or rather, you're no longer my mother-in-law, so I'll just address you as Carol. I don't care what you call me. So, haven't you moved out yet? Hurry up and leave. If you're still there when Logan and I get back from dinner, I won't tolerate it. All my moving boxes are packed, and I'm just waiting for my ride to arrive. I see. You've been married to my son for 28 years. I'd heard all your family passed away during that time, leaving you with no relatives. But I'm surprised you managed to find a friend to give you a ride. That's shocking. So, when are you leaving? I'll be gone in 15 minutes. Oh, really? Well, if you're even 1 minute late, I'll kick you out immediately. No need to worry about that. In fact, I'll be out of here not just 1 minute, but 1 second earlier. And I'm already waiting outside by the front door. What? Wait, are you seriously standing outside with all your luggage? And in the rain, no less. Yeah, good thing the porch has a roof. How long have you been out there? I've been out here for about 10 minutes. What? At least wait inside the house. All that stuff piled up outside is bound to confuse the neighbors for sure. Now you're worried about appearances? This house is already infamous in the neighborhood for having a wicked mother-in-law who mistreats her daughter-in-law. What? Everyone knows how you dumped the caregiving for both your husband and your mother-in-law on me, made me do all the housework, and then kicked me out the moment the caregiving was done by forcing a divorce. What are you talking about? They also know you made me work nonstop from morning till night, and if the food I cooked wasn't exactly to your taste, you'd yell, "How dare you serve me this trash? You're a failure as a wife." That was a daily occurrence, wasn't it? That's because your cooking was awful. And let's not forget how, while I was taking care of your husband and mother-in-law, you'd say things like, "Can't you even do that right?" Or, "What's the point of you being here?" every single day. Well, caregiving was your responsibility, wasn't it? Even when I was sick in bed, you'd say, "You're my daughter-in-law, stop whining." Or, "If you can't do the chores, get out of this house," and blame me. That's just what's expected of a daughter-in-law. Making me go grocery shopping and cook meals when I had a fever over 104 degrees? That's beyond unreasonable. Well, it's your fault for not taking care of your health. And yet, when you catch the slightest cold, you make a huge fuss, whining about how miserable you feel. Shut up! Being older is just part of life for me to catch a cold now and then. And let's not forget how every time the relatives came over, you'd make fun of me. I still vividly remember you calling me the most useless one in the family. There's no way I'd ever forget something like that. You're so petty to hold on to little things like that. What an awful personality. Oh, look who's talking, Carol. Even when you mocked me, calling me a defective caregiving robot, the neighbors heard all about it. They'd look at me with pity and say things like, "Madison, it must be so hard being bossed around by such a monstrous mother-in-law." What, you didn't know? Madison, what have you done? Seriously? I can't believe you would spread such obvious lies to the neighbors just because you're feeling sour about the divorce. You seem to be misunderstanding something. I haven't done anything at all. What? It's just that your orders and insults toward me were always so loud, Carol. It seems the neighbors overheard everything and put two and two together based on your behavior. That's the real story. Lies. That's all lies. If you think so, why don't you ask the neighbors yourself? Your yelling was so loud it echoed outside and became a public nuisance. No way. This is unbelievable. It might be hard to accept, but it's the truth. What are you talking about? It seems my ride is about to arrive. I'll be ending this conversation now. I'll leave the keys in the mailbox. Wait! I married Logan at 26, the same age as him, after a formal matchmaking meeting. It's been 28 years. And 28 years since I started living with you all. I must say, I endured it well. Madison, wait! Don't leave the house yet! Oh, wasn't it you, Carol, who told me to leave? You even said if I stayed 1 minute past the time, you'd throw me out immediately. At least leave after telling the neighbors that the whole mistreating the daughter-in-law thing isn't true. I can't bear the thought of living with everyone misunderstanding me as a monstrous mother-in-law. Misunderstanding? Isn't it the truth? Anyway, I'll be home soon, so just wait. Oh, looks like my ride has arrived. Well then, take care. Wait! Stay there until I get home. Sorry, I'm already in the car. What? What's with that luxury car? Wait a minute, Madison. Didn't you just pass by me earlier? Madison! Well, it's possible I mistook you for another person. There's no way you, a stay-at-home wife for 28 years, could afford to ride in such a luxury car or have those kinds of connections. Even the divorce settlement I gave you was barely enough for temporary living expenses. But still, I clearly saw it with my own eyes. It was definitely you sitting in that passenger seat. Hey, what's going on? Madison, stop ignoring me. Explain yourself. Madison, did the move go smoothly? Yeah, thanks to spending the past month sorting through my things, the move went without a hitch. I'm glad to hear that. Still, the way Mom reacted was something else, wasn't it? Not telling her about your grandfather was definitely the right call. The luxury car showing up at the last minute really shocked her, though. It wasn't planned, but it felt pretty satisfying, didn't it? Yeah, it really did. I was so busy with the move I hadn't checked my phone at all. But Carol called me repeatedly and left a bunch of messages. She must have been really shaken up. When she saw that luxury car, her eyes went wide, and she just stood there in shock with her mouth open. I can totally picture that face. Well, we'll let my uncle and the others sort it out. By the way, how's everything on your end? Are you okay? Yeah, for now. It's just 2 more months. In 2 months, Uncle Jack, who's been overseas for work, will retire and come back with his family. That's when Mom's plans will completely fall apart. We just have to hang in there until then. Okay, I'll be waiting. Logan, please, pick up the phone. What is it, Mom? I'm at work right now. There was this massive truck parked outside the house earlier, and I thought it was strange. Then I realized it was a moving truck. They started unloading furniture and appliances one after another into the house. I was so confused that I asked the movers what was going on, and it turns out it was Jack's stuff. Oh, and? And? Isn't that strange? Why are Jack's things being delivered to our house? He's been living overseas with his family for over 10 years now. Oh, didn't I mention? He's coming back today with his stuff. What? Coming back? Why is he suddenly coming back? I thought Jack planned to stay abroad permanently. It's not sudden. He mentioned it when he came home for Christmas. He's retiring and moving back. Didn't you hear him say that? Retiring? Yeah. Uncle Jack is turning 65 soon, you know. Oh, I forgot he's already that age. You forgot your own brother's age? Anyway, Uncle Jack worked for a major trading company, and after being assigned overseas, he became the head of a local branch there. He was originally in a department that focused on international business, and his work was recognized, so he was chosen as part of the founding team for the local branch. Later, once the branch was running smoothly, he stayed to train local staff, which is why he ended up staying there for over 10 years. But he decided he wanted to spend his retirement back home. So he's returning now, just in time for his retirement. Did he ever mention all that? Mom, didn't you look at the schedule stuck on the fridge? The fridge? Schedule? Uncle Jack handed us a schedule during Christmas, remember? We put it on the fridge and agreed to plan around it. I don't remember anything about it. Don't tell me you didn't even look at it. I thought you were taking things too casually, but I didn't think you were completely unaware. What? What do you mean, what? You're the one who suggested using the fridge as a message board in the first place. Oh, well... Mom, you're always out and hard to reach. You don't answer calls, And even when you read my messages on WhatsApp, you don't actually read them properly. When I complained about it, you said talking in person or texting on WhatsApp was a hassle. And you were the one who suggested using the fridge door as a message board. Don't you remember? Well, I guess I just never got into the habit of checking it. Besides, I'm barely ever home. That's true. You're always out and about every day. Every morning, you're at the gym bright and early. Then it's lunch with friends, followed by shopping or cafe hopping in the afternoon. Then at night, you've got club activities, parties, or something else. So you're always home late. Exactly. I'm busy. I don't have time to look at a message board on the fridge. Busy? That's all just you having fun. Even when you're home, you're either watching videos on your phone or chatting with friends, and you never look at the messages on WhatsApp. You just leave everything on read. That's because I find long messages annoying to read. And honestly, it's your fault for not making the messages more interesting. If they caught my attention, I'd read them. No, Mom. Important messages don't need to be entertaining. And you're the one who said reading them was annoying and suggested the message board idea in the first place. Yeah, I guess I did. But even if you stick notes on the fridge, I forget to look at them. Forget? You're never home to look at them in the first place. And yet, you always call about things you think are important and complain if I don't reply immediately. Well, when I need something, I expect a quick response. But your important stuff is always things like telling us about your plans last minute or asking for a ride after a party. Yeah, maybe that happens a lot. But still, at least use the message board you suggested, okay? Hey, what do you mean we're moving out to make way for Jack's schedule? Like I said, this house is under Uncle Jack's name. When he retired and came back, we were supposed to move out, right? What? What do you mean this house is under Jack's name? You're joking, right? Wasn't this house under your late father's name? Seriously? You don't remember, huh? This house was built by Uncle Jack for him and his family to live in. But since he was constantly relocating for work, he let us live here instead. Back then, we were still living in an apartment, remember? But Uncle Jack told us, when the time comes and I need it, I'll want the house back. Wow, I didn't know that. You probably just forgot. Both you and Dad agreed back then that when the time came, we'd move out. Did we? But we've been living here all this time. I thought Jack had decided to give the house to us. We were able to live here because Uncle Jack was away on a long overseas assignment. But now that he's retiring and coming back, he needs a place to live, right? This house is under his name, so we have to give it back like we promised. That's just the right thing to do. No way! So, when it was decided that Uncle Jack would return, my overseas assignment came up too. I told you to discuss your future plans with Uncle Jack, remember? What? Now you're going overseas? I haven't gotten any news regarding this. No, it's not that you haven't heard, it's that you forgot. It was written on the schedule stuck to the fridge too. Important things like that should be told to me directly. I'm pretty sure I told you more than once. Because it was important, I first told you directly. But you looked annoyed and didn't seem like you were listening. So I made sure to write it down and stick it on the fridge as a reminder. Wait a minute, I'll go check the fridge. Logan, you were right. Jack coming back, your overseas assignment, they were all written on the message board on the fridge. See? But you're already in your 50s. Isn't an overseas assignment too much of a burden at your age? There's no way I could go with you. Living abroad in my 70s would be absolutely impossible. People in their 50s are still very active these days. And it's a company order, so I don't have a choice. But why now? At your age, shouldn't there be more stable domestic positions available? There are various reasons. Actually, my company is launching a new business. It's a project targeting the overseas market, and they needed someone familiar with the local culture and economy. That's why they reached out to me. Still, aren't there younger and more energetic people they could have chosen? Why you? Sure, there are younger people, but many of them lack experience. The company values the skills and connections I've built over the years, so they chose me to lead the project. The success of this project is critical for the company, so they wanted to entrust it to someone reliable with a proven track record. Also, this project has been in the works for 5 years. Even back then, they considered me the best candidate, but I declined at the time due to family circumstances. Family circumstances? Yeah, I couldn't leave because I was helping take care of Dad and Grandma. At the time, it wasn't possible for me to be away from home. Ah! The truth is, Madison took on almost all of the caregiving by herself, but on my days off from work, I wanted to help out as much as I could. If I had gone overseas back then, she would have had to handle caregiving even on my days off. Honestly, it would have been great if you had helped, Mom, but you left all the housework and caregiving to Madison while you spent your days having fun. That's because housework and caregiving are a daughter-in-law's duties. No, they're not. Housework and caregiving are responsibilities the family should share. That's why I made it a point to stay home and help out whenever I had a day off from work. Now that the caregiving is over, the opportunity came up again, and this time I decided to accept it. But are you going to be okay on your own? I'm not on my own. Madison is already there waiting for me. Madison? What do you mean? You divorced Madison, didn't you? There's no way your ex-wife is waiting for you overseas. That's got to be a lie. It's not a lie. The divorce was only temporary. Temporary? What do you mean by that? Besides, Madison living overseas? That's impossible. She's just a housewife. She can't do anything other than housework and caregiving. Mom, can you please stop underestimating and belittling Madison already? What? Sure, Madison was a full-time housewife because she was busy with caregiving for Grandma and Dad, as well as housework. But she graduated with top honors from a prestigious university and has always been a studious person. I've never heard about it. That's because you never bothered to really get to know her, Mom. Back in her student days, Madison was at the top of her class and highly regarded by her professors. If that's true, then why would she choose to be a housewife? It's because we started living together with you. She was asked to take care of Grandma and ended up taking on all the household responsibilities, so she couldn't continue her job. In that situation, working outside while also caregiving would have been impossible. But even before we got married, Madison had studied abroad. Studied abroad? Yeah. She got a scholarship for top-performing students and spent 6 months at a prestigious university overseas. She's fluent in several languages, and after returning, she worked at a major international company. She was thriving in her career. That's why I wanted her to keep working after we got married, but she chose to support our family instead and decided to become a full-time housewife. I see. And yet, you kept mocking her, saying she only became a housewife because she wasn't smart enough. That's because I didn't know Madison had such an impressive career. I told you all of this, Mom. You just didn't listen. And let me tell you, Madison isn't the type to let things end like this. To prepare for living overseas, she started taking online foreign language classes. And despite her long career gap, she quickly got back up to speed. But how are you going to afford it? Living abroad requires money, and Madison's been a full-time housewife all this time. She doesn't have much savings, does she? That's true. And now we're getting to the main point. The main point? First of all, 3 years ago, Grandma passed away. Then 4 months ago, Dad passed away, and Madison's long caregiving duties finally came to an end. At that point, you decided she was no longer needed and pushed me to divorce her. That's because she really wasn't needed anymore. Well, here's the thing. Madison's maternal grandfather is a very wealthy man. Around the time you brought up the divorce, her grandfather approached her about a living inheritance. What? Apparently, Madison is the sole legal heir to his estate. To avoid any unnecessary disputes from relatives without inheritance rights in the future, he wanted to settle everything clearly while he's still alive. Wait, there was such a plan? We had a feeling a story like this would pique your curiosity, and you definitely want to dive in. Of course! Anything belonging to a daughter-in-law should be considered part of the marital family's assets. As her mother-in-law, I have every right to have a say in it. See, that's why we divorced. Excuse me? From both the general and legal standpoint, neither you nor I have any right to interfere in this matter. We should only get involved to the extent that Madison asks for advice. With that in mind, to ensure the living inheritance process went smoothly, I decided to use the fact that you kept insisting on the divorce to our advantage. Use it? Once we were divorced, we became strangers. Even you, Mom, wouldn't be able to meddle in the inheritance matters of someone who's no longer family, right? What? Logan, you're not saying... That's right. I've been on Madison's side from start to finish, and when the time is right, I plan to remarry her. Why? Madison told me that the only reason she endured your relentless mistreatment and saw the caregiving through to the end was because she was grateful for the countless words of appreciation she received from me, Grandma, and Dad. At one point, I even suggested living separately, but she refused, saying that as long as she was taking care of Grandma and Dad, she wouldn't consider it. How could I ever abandon such an admirable wife? If anything, I feel like I owe her a great deal, and I plan to spend the rest of my life repaying that debt. No way! Then what am I supposed to do from now on? That's why I've been saying you should talk to Uncle Jack, now that he's back, and figure out your future plans. I can't believe this. I never thought it would turn out like this. It's too late to regret how you treated Madison, but I hope that regret helps guide your future decisions and way of life for the better. Well, goodbye. Wait, Logan. I always assumed you'd take care of me when I needed caregiving in the future, but now you're going on an overseas assignment? That's a problem. Logan! Madison, sorry for messaging you at this hour. I know there's a time difference, so you're probably asleep by now. But I'm heading to the airport and catching a flight to you. Just wanted to let you know. Thanks, Logan. I figured you'd text, so I stayed up waiting. I see, thanks. By the way, how's Carol? Is everything okay on her end? Yeah, more or less. I left the house right as Uncle Jack's stuff was arriving. I just said my goodbyes through WhatsApp. I see. She must have been sad hearing you were leaving for overseas. Yeah, a bit. But it's fine now. We've lived together for such a long time after all. That's true. Madison, I'm sorry for all the hardship I put you through. I relied too much on your kindness, leaving all the caregiving and housework to you. Logan, you don't have to apologize for that. I can't count how many times you've all had my back. I'm super thankful for every one of you. Yeah, but let me say it anyway. Thank you for everything you've done so far, and let's keep supporting each other from now on, Of course, I appreciate it. I feel the same way. All right, I'm about to board the plane. Okay, take care on your way. Thanks. After moving overseas, I haven't had any contact with Carol. However, according to Logan, she left the house shortly after Uncle Jack returned. This is because Uncle Jack, who hates dishonesty, learned from Logan about how she had mistreated me as her daughter-in-law for years. As soon as he arrived, he confronted her saying, "We can't have someone who bullies their daughter-in-law and son living here. Leave." And that was the end of it. Apparently, arrangements had already been made for her to move into a nursing home covered by her pension. On the morning of her move-in date, she left the home she'd lived in for so long, nearly in tears, unable to protest. Since moving in, she's been living lonely days with no family visiting her. She often complains to the nursing home staff saying, "I gave so much to my family and now they've abandoned me." But considering how she spent years neglecting her family and living only for herself, it's hard to see this as anything but her own fault, isn't it? Damien, are you on your lunch break right now?
Yeah, I am. What's going on?
I got a message from your mother this morning.
Really? What did she say?
She scolded me because you didn't take your shirt to the dry cleaning.
I see.
What? You told me not to take your shirt to the dry cleaning, didn't you?
Did I?
Yes, you did. You said it was a waste of money, so it was fine to use the washing machine at home.
I think I forgot about that.
How could you forget what you said? Thanks to you, your mother has been giving me a lot of crap about it.
What did she say?
She said that you are a good office worker, but you're forced to wear a lame shirt that I ironed. Don't you feel sorry for me?
Oh, I'm sure Mom is right.
No way. I just did what you told me to. Why should I listen to every single complaint by your mother? Anyway, it seems that your mother doesn't trust me at all.
Hey, don't talk bad about my mom.
I'm not bad-mouthing her, but...
Well, you've been complaining about how Mom has been treating you. Mom treated you that way because she was worried about me. You should understand that.
It's your fault, isn't it? You forgot your own words. I know you're taking your mother's side.
Don't blame me. She was just telling you to take my shirt to the dry cleaning. Why do you have to be so mad? I'm now aware that you have no love for me.
That's not the point. Anyway, as for the shirt, you have to say something to your mother to fix this problem.
Yeah, I got it. But you need to know that Mom was saying the right thing.
Yeah, whatever. Tina, can I have a minute with you? I'm at work, so I don't have much time.
You always use work as your excuse. That's why you can't even take care of my son well.
Not again.
I heard you complain to Damien yesterday. I asked him about the details.
I didn't complain. I just told him the truth.
Stop talking nonsense. You're always cutting corners and doing housework, and you also choose to work instead of taking care of your husband.
I don't remember cutting corners for housework, and I'm taking good care of my husband. I woke up early every day, made his lunch, did all the housework, then went to work. After work, I even do the rest of the chores.
I'm sick of hearing your lame excuses. Unfortunately, my son said that you're not a good cook. He prefers to eat my cooking instead.
I see.
What do you mean by that? You should say that you're going to learn how to cook better for my son. Or you can just ask me to teach you how to cook. It seems that you're not willing to improve yourself to be a better person.
I took a cooking class for the sake of my husband.
All the dishes prepared were those I learned from a former top chef. I have no idea what kind of food I should cook for your son if he thought that they didn't taste good.
Former top chef? When did you start taking cooking classes?
I started right after we got married.
And yet my son said that your cooking doesn't taste good. How bad of a cook are you?
What? I think it wasn't bad at all. Besides, my parents and friends said that my cooking is delicious.
Don't you know anything about social graces? How can other people say to your face that your food tastes bad? They praised you because they were trying not to hurt your feelings. I can't believe you don't know that much.
That's not true. My parents are very outspoken about good and bad things. And my friends are old acquaintances, so they're not the kind of people who flatter me.
You're such a noisy woman. Fine then. As for the cooking, I'll give you a full lesson next time.
Are you serious, Ebony?
Of course I am. Since my son said that your cooking is bad, I'll make you learn my taste. Damien says he wants to eat my cooking, remember? He doesn't want to eat the top chef's food.
That's true. But I'm working, and I'm afraid I don't have extra time for that. Also, I haven't been able to go to cooking classes since my work got busy nowadays.
Here we go again. You're using work as an excuse. I really feel sorry for my son. I can't just let him suffer, so you need to listen to what you're told.
Oh no. Hey, Damien.
What is it?
You complained to your mother again, didn't you? Every time you do that, I get scolded. If you want to complain, why don't you tell me directly?
I wasn't complaining, but...
But what?
My mom is better at many things than you.
Huh?
Because my mom raised me since I was little, right? That's why her style is so ingrained in me. I was comfortable with the way she took care of me, so I couldn't help it. I want you to do the same.
That's a bit disgusting.
What do you mean by disgusting? Don't be rude.
You're just a mama's boy. That really is disgusting. I doubt your mother's education.
What did you say?
You're the one who couldn't stand on your own. You became a mama's boy because of your mother's education.
Huh? Stop saying bad things about mom.
So you're saying it's my fault?
That's right. It's your fault that you don't listen to mom.
You're always taking your mother's side. You don't care about me, your wife, do you?
I didn't say that.
No, you say that all the time.
You don't take care of me because you're too busy working. It's your fault.
How dare you say that? You have no idea how much I take care of you, even though I'm busy with work. You don't take care of yourself. You also don't take care of the housework.
That's not true.
You go back to your parents' house whenever you got a chance. You talk badly about me to your mother. And when you come home, all you do is just laze around.
What do you mean? Don't be rude. I'm tired from work. I work hard every day to provide for my family. Don't you think that's enough?
Well, if we could live on your income alone, that would be fine. But it's impossible, so that's why I'm working.
You're working just because you like your job, don't you?
I like my job, but, frankly speaking, I'm a little tired these days of taking care of you.
Then quit your job and give your all for your husband.
We won't be able to make ends meet if I do that. If I could, I would have done so by now. Anyway, will you stop complaining to your mother?
Why?
I'm the one who gets blamed for that. I'm busy, so I don't want to deal with more troubles.
Damien, pick up the phone.
I'm still at work.
Can you explain to me?
About what?
For heaven's sake, don't pretend as if you know nothing, Damien. I just got home and your mother is here.
Oh, seems like she has arrived there safely. Glad to hear that.
What are you talking about?
I've decided to have Mom live with us from today.
Huh? Why?
Why? Because you're always working and never doing enough to take care of the house. Mom's going to take care of us both.
I don't understand. Why do you decide such an important thing without letting me know in advance? This is our house.
Because you promised Mom you'd learn to cook. So if we live together, you can do that whenever you want.
I didn't promise anything. Your mother just said so herself.
I want you to learn cooking from her.
What?
You should think about me, Tina. I'm being forced to eat bad food every single day.
Bad food?
Your food tastes bad. That's why I want to eat Mom's food. So why don't you master Mom's cooking? Don't you think it's very reasonable to have it this way?
I don't get it. Anyway, this is our house, so I'm going to ask your mother to leave. You should tell her about that.
Why? We're finally going to live with my mom. You should be a little more happy too because it's going to be easier for you to do the housework. I wish you'd learn more from Mom.
I refuse. You two decided that on your own, mama's boy.
What the heck? I'll report everything you say to Mom. You're gonna get scolded by her. She's very scary when she gets angry, you know.
I'm speechless. I don't think I can deal with you and your mother anymore. I don't know how your mother raised you that you ended up being a mama's boy. I've had enough.
What? Don't turn my mother into a villain. If you talk bad about my mom, I'll divorce you.
That might be a good idea.
Huh? Why are you being cocky? Mom's gonna give you a hard time from now on, so you better brace yourself. If you cause any problems, you'll be divorced immediately. Anyway, you're going to take special training from my mom starting today.
So, that's how you think. Okay then.
You still haven't finished work? Hey, reply to me. Mom is about to collapse from hunger, you know. What are you doing?
What do you want?
What time do you think it is now? What are you going to do about dinner tonight?
Dinner? You have your mother, so why don't you have her cook you a nice meal?
Mom said you were supposed to cook today.
Today? I cooked dinner every day, didn't I?
Is that so? I don't care either way, but come home early and make dinner.
Even if I come home early and make dinner, your mother will interrupt me.
Huh?
Hiding the knives, pans, scattering seasonings all over the kitchen, and so on.
What are you talking about?
I'm the one who wants to know about that. Your mother acts like a child. It takes me twice as long to cook dinner. Besides...
What else?
Your mother came over to our house because she wants to teach me how to cook, right?
Well, it's not just cooking, but also household chores in general.
For your information, your mother never cooked even once after she came to our house.
What?
She has never done any housework, let alone cooking.
That's impossible. Mom said she'd make sure you're thoroughly trained as a good wife.
I'm not a housekeeper. Your mother is just lazing around every day.
That can't be true. I'm getting calls from her every day, and she reported about what she instructed you to do.
That's only her one-sided story, isn't it? She never did a single chore. Also, she never taught me how to cook.
That's a lie. Why do you speak so ill of my mother? She's trying so hard to make you a good wife. Why are you always so defiant? I told you before, if you speak ill of Mom, I'll divorce you.
Then divorce me immediately.
What? Have you finally lost your mind?
Your mother didn't only force you to let her live with us. She's also using up all our savings.
Are you kidding me?
You gave your mother our joint savings card, didn't you?
Yeah, because I asked her to put some money in it.
Why?
Huh?
She's almost spending all the money you've accumulated.
That can't be true.
Then why don't you ask your mother? I was surprised when I looked at the account book while I was depositing my money. The balance was only $30.
No way.
Even if it's your own mother, it's a crime to withdraw money from an account without permission and spend it. We can sue her for theft.
Wait a minute. Don't make my mom a criminal.
You forced me to let your mother live with us by framing me for a crime I didn't commit. And to top it all off, your mother is using our savings.
I didn't know anything about that.
Just because you didn't know doesn't mean you can just forgive her. In the first place, you only believed what your mother told you. You didn't listen to me at all.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I can't be together with mad people like you and your mother anymore. I will gladly divorce you. So get out of there right now.
Excuse me? This is my house too. Why don't you just leave?
Huh? That's the condo I bought before we got married. Why do I have to leave?
Because if we get divorced, we'll have to divide the property.
Looks like you know nothing about property division. I wonder why your mother didn't teach you common sense.
What?
Division of property is only valid for property created by the couple after marriage. The condo is not part of the property division because I bought it before we were married. It's common sense, Damien.
Then where are we supposed to live?
Do as you please. Why don't you just go back to your family house?
That house is gone.
What? You gotta be kidding me.
Mom sold it to move in with us.
No one told me about that. What happened to the money she got from selling the house?
I know nothing about that. Mom said she was going to sell it, so I told her it was fine since she was coming to live with us.
Are you guys out of your mind? If you sell the house, there will be thousands of dollars coming in, right? How come our savings are dwindling in spite of that?
I have no idea.
I can't believe you just said that. I really can't keep up with you people. If I stay together with both of you, my condo is going to be sold too. Just get out of that condo.
Don't say that. We have nowhere to go.
I don't care if you say that now. You let your mother move in with us on your own, didn't you? Do something about it yourself.
I didn't know she was having financial problems.
Seriously? Why didn't you talk to me about all of this before you moved in with me?
I just did what Mom told me to do, because I've never made a mistake whenever I listened to her. That's why I got married to you.
Huh? You got married to me because your mother told you to do so?
Yes, that's right. You have a good job, and you don't seem that you want to quit. Mom told me if I got married to you, my life will be easier.
What kind of reason is that? So what about the marriage proposal you told me at that time?
That was Mom's idea. She made me memorize it the day before.
Gosh, I wonder why did I marry you? I'm sure I'm gonna regret that decision for the rest of my life.
We're a married couple, so you'll reconsider, won't you? I don't have a place to live. I can't support Mom on my income alone. You're going to have to work with me and help me.
You really are the worst kind of mama's boy. Your mother is quite crazy and you're just the same. I can't do this anymore.
Don't say that. Just come home as soon as possible.
You've got to be kidding me. You're creeping me out. I never want to see or talk to you guys ever again. Anyway, you have 5 days to get out of there. I already put that condo on the market.
What? No way. Why did you do that? You should have discussed that with me in advance.
How dare you say that? You decided on your own to have your mother move in with us. This is what happened as a result.
Yes, but you can't just sell the house like that.
The house is in my name and I paid for it. What I do with it is my business. Besides, I'm not going to live with your mom who spends people's savings without their permission. I definitely don't want to live with you too.
Don't say bad things about Mom.
Okay then. I'm not so sure I wouldn't speak ill of your mom. So why don't you talk to my lawyer from now on?
Lawyer? You're seriously going to divorce me?
It's obvious, isn't it? I told you a while ago that we can't stay together. From now on, you're going to listen to my lawyer and proceed. Then, get out of my condo within 5 days. The contractors will start coming in 6 days from now.
Oh no. What are we supposed to do from now?
I don't know. Anyway, I don't want you to have anything to do with me ever again. If you and your mother dare to come close to me, you'll have to talk to my lawyer first. If you don't do that, maybe I'll call the police.
Don't do that. Please, you have to help us. I'll ask Mom to leave if that's what you want. That's all right, isn't it?
No, I can't stand being together with a mama's boy like you. Why don't you live the rest of your life pampering your favorite mother instead? But I'll make sure you pay the alimony and pay back the money I've saved from our joint account.
I can't do that. I don't have the money since my mom spent most of it.
I don't think I can talk about this with you anymore. Well then, take care and good luck with everything. After that, the divorce was successfully finalized, thanks to the lawyer's discretion. Damien and Ebony, who had no place to live and no money, seemed to resist the divorce, but the lawyer urged them to sign the divorce papers. There is a record of a line between Damien and his mother. The time of the money withdrawal coincided with the time of Ebony's appearance on the security camera at the bank, so I was able to file a claim for alimony. The money I saved is firmly incorporated into the alimony. My mother-in-law seemed to be addicted to gambling. She seemed to have poured a lot of money into it in a short period of time, and because of that, she was in financial trouble. It seems that she planned to move in with us this time because she was in need of money. Stealing other people's money to gamble is just unforgivable. I felt a little sorry for her son who was raised by such a mother, but I guess he'll just have to accept it. I heard that they are now living together in an old and cheap apartment. Damien's income alone is not enough to make ends meet, so his mother yells at him every day. She was also thinking to have Damien work part-time job after his main work. I wonder how long can Damien, who loves his mom so dearly, can endure that kind of torture. Anyway, I sold the apartment I was living in. Then, I bought a new one-bedroom apartment near my workplace. It is spacious enough for one person and I'm satisfied with it. I would like to devote myself to my work in this comfortable apartment for a while. Can you do me a favor? I need to talk with you now. I'll try to be brief.
There's no one around the desk right now, so you're good to go.
Good to hear that. My company's having a year-end party early because it's a busy season at the end of the year. I'd like to attend too, so is that okay?
Are the participants only women?
It's our department's year-end party, so there's no way it's only for women. But we're all colleagues who work together all the time. They are the people I know, supervisors and colleagues.
Don't you remember what I always tell you? I don't want you to go if any guy is involved. How many times have I told you? Just don't go to the year-end party.
What? But all of my colleagues will be attending the year-end party. It's a party to say thank you for all your hard work over the past year. I can't be the only one to miss it. It's too painful. It's a work-related event, so let me attend.
Even if it's for work, I won't let you attend if there's a guy there. You should think about how I feel. You don't know what happens when you get drunk. You have no idea what drunken men will do to you. Anyway, give up on the year-end party.
No way. I've never heard of anyone with alcohol-related issues in my company. The attendees aren't all men, you know. I'll sit next to a woman during the year-end party, and I'll talk to women only. I promise, so you should let me attend.
That's gonna be hard. If your boss or a male employee were to talk to you, can you completely ignore them? I don't think you can do that.
Well, you're right.
You can't, can you?
But hey, it's really nothing to worry about. Of course, I'll go home right away after the party is finished. I haven't been able to go to one of these since we got married.
I wonder why you don't understand what I'm trying to tell you. You don't understand the state of mind of a man with alcohol in his veins.
I know, but it's not like that.
People usually change their attitude after drinking alcohol. Sexual harassment is all over the news nowadays, and it's often triggered during a drinking party. I can't let you be a victim of that.
Sexual harassment? Isn't that a leap too far? Because my colleagues are really not that kind of people. I'm always absent from the drinking parties, so I have to attend once in a while. I think it's important to socialize with the people at work.
Are you telling me that your company forces you to attend the year-end party? If it's true, I think you should leave the company right away. It doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't think you get the point.
I never once told you to work, did I? I'm working, so I wanted you to be a housewife.
I'm proud of the work I do. You know that, don't you? There's no way I can quit so easily.
Then don't attend the year-end party. You don't have to force yourself to attend if your husband doesn't want you to do that. If you want to have a tea party with just the women, it's fine. There will be many male employees at the party, and drinking alcohol is out of the question. So my answer is absolutely not.
I've never once told you that there are crazy people in my office, have I? And yet, what are you always worried about? You won't even let me attend the year-end party. It's just strange. Do you think I'm that untrustworthy? Please, let me join the party this time.
Do you really want to go to a drinking party with men so badly?
I didn't mean it that way.
Okay, then let's have a divorce.
Why would you do that? Isn't that too extreme?
I don't think you're satisfied to have me as your husband.
What on earth are you talking about? I'm just saying I'd like to attend the year-end party, okay?
Are you trying to cheat on me?
No kidding.
You're trying so hard to convince your husband since you want to mingle with the guys, aren't you? That means you're thinking about having an affair. Or is there a man you're already having an affair with? I can't stay married with a woman like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about. It's just socializing at work. I believe almost every company in this country has a year-end party. Could you please consider about that?
I care about you. I always think of you first. I'm so anxious and worried. Can't you understand my feelings too? I beg you, please don't participate. If you keep this up, I'm going to lose my mind.
That much? I don't know what you're worried about. It's a little crazy somehow. Okay, I got it. But we're a couple, so I wish you'd trust me more. I won't attend the party, but you should at least understand that my position is at stake.
I understand. I'm sorry. I know in my head that I shouldn't do this. It's selfish of me, right? I hate myself for that.
No worries. Besides, I'm too embarrassed to report my divorce to people around me at a drinking party.
I'm your loving husband, so how can there be divorce? But I'm well aware that what I said was just too much. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about that. Sorry it took so long. I'm going back to work.
Okay then. Thanks to you that I'll be able to work in peace.
Jasper, are you busy right now? Do you have a minute?
What's up?
I just wanted to ask you.
What is it?
Did you go to the convenience store today?
I went there to get my lunch. What about it?
I made you packed lunch, but you went out to buy lunch?
Yeah, I got invited, so I just went. I thought I'd get some dessert.
Anyway, who was that person walking with you?
My subordinate in the same department. Did you see us? Were you out there too?
Yeah, I had a meeting, so I went by your office. Then, I happened to see you and that person.
I see. You should have called out to me. We're a married couple, so no need to hesitate.
Huh? Hold on a sec. You were walking holding hands with a woman I don't know, right? Do you think I'm just going to call out to you so easily?
What? I was only holding a plastic bag, so there's no way that I was holding hands with a woman. Are you sure you saw the right person?
I think so. I couldn't believe my eyes, so I took a picture. You went out this morning in this suit. Here's the picture. So, the woman you were walking with is your subordinate, right? Are you working in a company that allows you to hold hands with your subordinates?
We're not holding hands. Isn't it just because of the picture that it looks like that? I just happened to be walking beside her. She dropped something and I just picked it up for her. I think you took the picture the moment I handed the thing she dropped.
Is that so? I was too surprised, so I decided to follow you both. I even saw you guys go straight into a hotel. You kept me on a tight leash, but you were out there cheating on me with a woman. I can't believe you dared to do that.
Why not? I need a break, don't I? I don't have a choice.
What do you mean by a break?
I think about you all the time. I think about you so much that sometimes I go crazy. And I get tired of being alone. When I'm tired of thinking about you and I'm tired of working, I'm just so exhausted. My subordinate asked me if I'd like to take a break, so I took her offer.
Are you kidding me? So you're telling me that your relaxation is cheating? I don't feel good about this. You're too restrictive to begin with. You don't even let me socialize, so I'm left to fend for myself. But look at what you've done.
You are surrounded by men, Anne. How can I let you socialize with those people? I'm worried about you.
I'm not surrounded by men all the time. As I've said many times, they're my boss and colleagues at work.
Even if they are, it's unforgivable.
What's unforgivable about that? I don't understand.
Women aren't supposed to have relationships with men other than their husbands.
I'm not having a relationship with my boss and colleagues. If you think so, I can say the same thing to your subordinate. I've never been in a relationship with anyone other than my husband.
But you wanted to go to the year-end party so badly.
It's just a year-end party. Isn't that normal?
No, it's not normal. It's unforgivable. You're like that. That's why you need my supervision, right? Because you tried to go out drinking with other guys.
Most people drink at parties, aren't they? Then what about you? Not just drinking. You went to a hotel in broad daylight, holding hands with a girl. Isn't that too selfish?
I was just trying to take a little break. What's wrong with that? I'm busy watching you while working. I'm tired many times more than you, so it's obvious that I need to take a break. Don't you care about me?
Are you crazy? Do you know what you're saying? Are you asking me to let you cheat behind my back?
Yeah, maybe you're right. It was cheating. So it's not the same as infidelity, okay?
I don't think so.
I was just taking a break. You're not having an affair with another man, are you?
Absolutely not.
You can say whatever you want. I don't know if it's true or not. I'll do whatever I want with another woman.
What a lame excuse. All right then, if you insist, I'll allow you to take a break.
Oh, okay. You just have to understand. This is all for your own good.
Yeah, I know that you're always busy with work. Also, that you're always thinking about me. That's why you're tired, right?
That's right. You know that so well. I'm a loving husband, and there's no man in my company who can compete with me for that. Everyone knows that fact.
Yes, I get it. I can't believe that you have such a shallow thinking. Then I need a break too. I'm exhausted from being watched by you every single day.
Huh?
Well, I'm busy with work, but I have to deal with your feelings every day. So I get tired too.
Is that so? You're not tired, are you? Because I'm the one who's thinking about you.
I'm very tired. That's why I need to take a break, right? If I don't take a break, I'm going to get neurotic.
I agree with you. That's true. I knew you'd understand.
Of course I do. I'm your wife. Let's take a break.
You're right. You're the most understanding person I know.
Glad to hear that. This whole thing has given me a lot to think about. I'll try to think of a way to have a break. Of course, you're free to do whatever you want to.
Seems like you've changed all of a sudden, but I'm proud of you. Thanks for putting me first.
I'm glad you're happy. Do you want something to eat for dinner?
What's up all of a sudden? Are you home early today?
It's not particularly early.
Well, I'm sorry to bother you, but I have a drinking party today.
Oh, really? Sorry for asking that.
What did you apologize?
Today was your day to take a break, wasn't it?
How did you know?
Because I decided I'd be the best wife for you.
I don't think I understand what you're trying to say. How do you know my schedule?
Oh, I checked your schedule yesterday. It's my duty as your wife to keep track of your schedule. It was very carefully written and easy to understand. Oh, and from now on, I'll support you with all my might.
Huh? I don't get it.
I've been thinking a lot about how I should take a break. At first, I didn't know what to do. But when I found out how you take a break, I thought maybe there's something I'm not doing right. So you needed to take a break, right?
Yes, but you don't have to be so serious about that.
No, I've been very sorry for myself so far. I've been thinking what I can do to make it easier for me. So, I came to a conclusion that I should give you my full support. Great idea, right?
Yes, it is. You're still the best wife I've ever had. I never thought I'd be loved like this. Thank you.
I'm not sure whether you are loved or not, but I'll make sure I'm there to support you. That's how I take a break.
But, you know, the content doesn't look good to me. What are you going to support me for?
You don't have to worry about that. Just do what I tell you to do. I was just explaining the details. Anyway, you'll miss the check-in at the hotel I've reserved.
What hotel? I don't remember making any reservation for that.
That's why I'm here to help you. You've got a busy work schedule, don't you? I'm going to be your cheerleader from now on, for your best relaxation.
What? Seriously? You booked me a hotel room?
Yes, I did. I told you I'd do my best to help you relax, didn't I? Since you let me do it, I won't do anything halfway. I'll do my best. I'll send you the location of the hotel I booked. Now just concentrate on getting the job done quickly.
Oh, come on. No matter how much I want to relax, you don't even have to do that.
I told you I'll do my best, didn't I? I just want you to have the best relaxation you can get. I'm booking you a room 30 minutes after the end of your working hour. It's near your office. I've already paid for it on my end. All you have to do is to take your coworker with you. If you have time, you should tell her right away. Don't forget.
Hey, are you serious?
Of course I am. I'm not a person who likes black joke. I'm sorry for not being a good wife to you, so I've given you the best hospitality. You won't have any complaints either, will you? I'm sure you'll find the relaxation satisfying.
You want me to go to the hotel with my coworker?
Yes. It's the best, isn't it?
No way. I think something's wrong. This is a lie, right? I don't want you cheering me up like this, okay?
Huh? What are you talking about? You told me that you're tired all the time because of your job and me. Besides, you need a break from your exhaustion, don't you? That's why I'm doing everything I can to cheer you up. That's all. So, are you almost done with work? I have to hurry or I'll be late for my appointment.
Today, I might have to work late.
Why? You'll get tired if you keep working so much. You have to relax with your coworker.
She might have to work late too.
What? That's not good. You'll get tired again. Relaxation is something you have to do as much as you can, right? You have to do that.
No, that's enough. Please, just quit. Cancel the hotel, will you? It's my fault. Don't worry about that.
Oh no. If you keep pushing yourself, you'll choke and collapse. If both of you are so busy with work, I'll ask your boss to reduce your workload. If you don't do that, you won't be able to relax. I'm preparing the best situation for you, Jasper. Do you want me to call your office?
Please, don't do that. It's my fault. Just quit calling the company, please.
Why? You said it was important to take a break, didn't you? I was sorry and I've changed my mind. I'm going to do everything in my power to support your relaxation. I should be the one complaining to your company, right? That's my job as your wife.
Okay, I get it. I don't need to take a break anymore. So you don't even have to give me your full support. Besides, I'm going straight home today.
Don't say that. I was trying my best to support your relaxation, so you can relax with your coworker.
Enough. I understand what you're trying to tell me. I'm sorry. Let's talk about it when I get home today. That will be my new way to take a break.
What? That's not what you were saying. You don't have to be shy with me. I'll do my best to support your relaxation. That way, I won't have to be monitored by you.
Oh no.
I had been mistakenly thinking that Jasper loved me because he was being overprotective, and I was listening to what he told me. But I realized that my love for him had cooled because of his unbelievable excuses. When I witnessed the scene of the affair, I immediately thought that I can get a divorce. He didn't seem like a man I could have a serious discussion with. I decided to play the fool with him as long as I could. I thought I would be lucky if he left me while I was fooling around. When Jasper came home that day, he apologized sincerely. But when I told him that I'll do my best to support his relaxation, he looked pale and stormed out of the house. After that, I officially divorced him. I got alimony from both of them and am investing in myself. Thanks to them, I'm about to get a good job. Hey, Layla. It's been a long time. It's Grace. Do you remember me? Grace. We went to the same elementary school? Yes, that's right. That Grace who was always mean to me? Hey, do you have to mention that? Back then, I was just a child, so I just said whatever came to my mind. Huh? I heard you got married. I was so surprised, and I just had to text you. How did you know my account? Oh, I'm still in touch with a lot of people in my class. I got it from someone who knows your account. I see. So, what do you want? Do I need something to text you? I just thought it's been so long since we were in elementary school. Well, look, I'm really sorry, but if it's not urgent, I'll text you later. I'm a little busy right now. That's cold, Layla. I heard your husband is a handsome guy working for a big company. How did you know that? I just heard a rumor. I see. How could a daughter from a poor family like yours marry someone like that? You haven't changed at all since the old days, haven't you? Am I not allowed to get to know Ethan? It's not like that, but I didn't like that about you since we were little. It's just something you thought on your own, and I don't think it has anything to do with me, does it? You grew up in a bottom-class family, but you had good grades, and you even went to a famous national university. I didn't know what happened after that, but you joined a big company, didn't you? It's the same company as my husband. What? We met at work and started going out. Is that right? It doesn't make any sense. You were raised by a single mother, but you're smart and good at everything. And then you got a job at a big company and got married with someone from work? I was brought up in a better environment than you. Did you just text me to say that? I'm really busy right now. I have to go, sorry. Ethan, are you okay? I didn't expect your mother to pass away so soon. I know it's impossible not to be depressed, so please, take care of yourself.
I've put you through a lot of trouble, Layla. I'm sure Mom was happy that you took care of her till the end.
I hope so. Your mother wanted to see you so much. I only regret that I couldn't let her see you.
I know. I'm sorry that you had to go through this when you were so busy. I feel bad. So, about the funeral, it's gonna be a little late.
The wake is in 3 days and the funeral is the next day, right? Your father told me. The funeral home is busy, so there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think it would come to this. I think I'll go back to the office and finish my work.
What? Your mother just passed away. You should get someone else to take over your work. You don't have to go to work now, do you?
Well, I guess not. But my job seems to be in a bit of trouble. I can't just leave it like that.
That may be true, but can't you at least ask your boss for help at a time like this?
I don't think my boss can even handle it on my behalf, so I have to go. I'm going to try to get this done super quick so I can make it to the wake. I might have to stay overnight at the office tonight.
Huh? You should at least come home at night and stay with your father. He must be feeling a little overwhelmed.
I know, but it's better than having to stay at work too long, right? I don't want to go to my mom's funeral with work on my mind.
I see. Well, then go do your best to get the work done as soon as possible.
I will. Please take care of Dad while I'm gone.
Hey, Layla. Hi, Grace. Sorry, I can't really talk to you right now. Can we talk some other day? You said the same thing the other day, and you just ended on your own. I really can't do it today. I don't care what you say. Where do you think I am right now? I don't know. It's none of my business where you are. Don't keep texting me over and over again. It's early in the morning, you know. You're talking a lot of crap. I'm at a luxurious resort hotel. I've been staying here since yesterday. You can stay wherever you want. You don't have to report to me. Is that so? But I'm with Ethan. What are you talking about? He's at work. He's staying at the office. How could he possibly be with you? Besides, he doesn't even know you. Oh my gosh! You totally trust him. If you don't trust me, I'll send you some pictures. There you go. What's with these pictures? What's going on? One is us enjoying dinner together in our room last night. The other one is us relaxing in bed afterwards. Do you believe it now? Oh my God. It's definitely Ethan, isn't it? We have been dating for about a year and a half. A year and a half. That was right around the time his mother collapsed. He wants to be with me, so I think it's time for us to get married. So, will you divorce him? Divorce? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not just saying it to make you angry. I've been dating Ethan for a year and a half. We love each other. He said he wants to be with me all the time. So, he was with you when he said he was working overtime or staying overnight at work? Yes, he was with me the whole time. I can't wait any longer. You're lying, right? I'm not lying. I have several pictures to prove it. How is that possible? What about his mother's feelings? Mother? What are you talking about? If you really want me to get a divorce, you'll have to be prepared for that too. Are you talking about alimony? That's okay. My dad is the president of a company. He'll pay you as much as you want. So please divorce Ethan, okay?
Layla, what the hell do you think you're doing? Why didn't you attend the funeral?
It's not like I didn't want to.
And you said something about divorce in front of many people? You bastard! Who would announce divorce during a funeral? How dare you embarrass me in front of my relatives and boss?
Why don't you ask yourself why this happened?
Huh?
Do you think I would ditch a funeral without a reason? It's you and that woman who are the bastards.
What?
The morning after you stayed overnight at the office to finish your work, I got a text from Grace.
Grace? How did you know that name?
We went to the same elementary school. Well, we weren't really friends, but she contacted me the other day.
Huh?
Maybe you didn't know anything about it, but she told me everything.
Everything?
Yes. You met her at a bar a year and a half ago. You exchanged contact information, right?
Well, maybe.
After that, you two went out for drinks together and it became serious. Recently, you were talking about marrying her, right?
Well...
That's why she told me to divorce you as soon as possible.
Seriously?
Your mother passed away, but you were staying at a luxurious resort hotel with Grace, pretending you were working. You went on a trip to have an affair right after your mother passed away. Are you kidding me?
There's a reason for this.
What's the reason?
She was looking forward to it so much that I couldn't say no, so I had no choice but to go.
Even if she was really looking forward to it, you could have said no. Your own mother passed away. Don't you feel sorry for your mother?
I know, but...
That's beyond heartless. Do you think I could attend the funeral pretending nothing happened between you and Grace? I was afraid of what I might do, so I decided not to attend the funeral.
But then, you barged in before they carried out the coffin, and you threw the divorce papers in my face, didn't you? There were my relatives, my boss. You're the one who's heartless, no matter how you look at it. I won't forgive you for messing up my mother's funeral.
That may have been true for you and the company officials.
Huh?
But your father understands why I did that.
Huh? What do you mean?
Your father knew all about you and Grace. He recommended that we get a divorce. If we're getting a divorce, he thought it'd be better during the funeral so your mother could see it.
Are you out of your mind?
You're out of your mind. Your father told all the relatives in advance and they agreed.
What? You mean all the relatives knew about my affair?
Exactly. So everyone already knew about it.
How did that happen? Why did Dad agree to the divorce?
Didn't you tell Grace about your mother's funeral?
I didn't tell her anything. Why would I talk about that during a vacation to a resort?
According to Grace, she couldn't get in touch with me or you, so she went over to your parents' house early in the morning.
What? My parents' house?
Apparently. She showed up just as your father came back home. He saw Grace and knew something was going on.
What do you mean?
Your father seems to have a much better sense of noticing something than you do.
Huh?
It means he found out about your affair.
You're kidding, right?
Grace told him everything.
That's a lie. And what happened to Grace after that?
When your father gently urged her to go back to her parents' house, she took a cab and left. I wonder if she's explained the situation to her own parents by now.
Oh no.
So after your mother's funeral and all, I'll file a claim for alimony through my lawyer. Of course, I'll charge Grace too.
Hey, don't do that. You're going too far with this.
Are you kidding me? Which one of us has crossed the line? You've been cheating on your wife for 1.5 years, and now your own mother is gone, and you were going on a trip with Grace? I think your mother would be sorry to hear this, don't you think? Your father was very upset too, so you better prepare yourself. Bye then. Hi, Layla. I'm sorry, I know it's early in the morning. Will you reply? Yes. I don't think I have anything more to say to you. About the alimony. Oh, you can pay me as much as I want, right? As for the amount, I'm sure you'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. I'm sure he'll tell you how to pay me then. Well, if you'll excuse me. Wait a minute! I didn't know anything about his mother. I didn't know that she was sick, that she passed away, or about the funeral. But that's Ethan's fault, isn't it? The fact that he cheated on me in the first place is not a good thing either. I feel bad that I traveled while you were preparing for the funeral. I didn't know anything about it, so it's not my fault, right? So I think you should not charge me the alimony. Whether you knew about the funeral or not, it doesn't change the fact that you and Ethan were having an affair. So, of course, there will be alimony. I'll charge you a reasonable amount. Layla, you can reduce the alimony since we were friends back in elementary school, can't you? You can even drop the whole thing. I don't understand. I quit my job because I was planning to marry Ethan, and I've only been working part-time. I have almost no savings. There's no way I can pay alimony. Your father is the president of a company, so money is no problem. I thought he was going to pay me as much alimony as I want. That's... Let me guess. Your father didn't know you were having an affair, and that the wife was a friend from elementary school. I'm guessing that when your father found out the truth, he was so furious that he gave up on you? Layla, if you know that much, do something about it. I don't have the money to pay you alimony. Please? For old time's sake, help me out here. Huh? Don't be silly. You've been making fun of me since I was a kid. You even took my husband away from me. As for me, I'd even double your alimony. Layla, are you not going to forgive me? Of course not. If you think you can have everything your way, you're wrong. Don't ever contact me again. Oh no!
Layla, I'm sorry for everything. I don't know what to say to you.
Having you apologize now won't change anything. As your ex-wife, I tried my best to take care of your mother. There were times when I almost collapsed because I was so busy with work, housework, and taking care of her. But when I looked at your mother's face, I couldn't leave her alone.
I know.
And yet, you were having an affair with Grace without even visiting your mother, saying that you were too busy with work. I still cry when I think of your mother's lonely face when she can't see her son.
I feel bad for my mom too.
Your mother isn't coming back. Even if you apologize now, she can't hear you anymore. Why didn't you go see your mother while she was still alive? Your mother and father took very good care of me since I have no mother. I cannot forgive you for making your own parents feel sad.
Layla, don't say that. It was just one mistake.
There are mistakes that can be forgiven and mistakes that cannot be forgiven. For me, your mistake is not forgivable. A trip to a luxurious resort hotel right after your mother passed away? That's beyond insane. I will never forgive you.
Layla, I can't pay you alimony. Even my dad gave up on me.
Huh? There's no way I can accept such an excuse. Grace submitted plenty of evidence. If you don't pay the alimony, I'm going to take this to court, and that's totally fine by me.
Court? Don't say such terrible things. Please forgive me.
I told you, there's nothing to forgive. If you persist too much, I'll call the police.
What?
That too, with your father's approval.
Oh no. Is there anything I can do?
You don't have a choice, do you? You have to pay the alimony. That's the only way you'll be forgiven. If you don't have the money, work hard. That's what you're going to do from now on.
I'm asking you because I'm not sure if I can make that much money. Just a few days ago, we were a couple, remember? Please help me, Layla.
That's enough. Don't be a baby. I'm blocking you for good.
Layla, wait.
After that, through my lawyer, Ethan and Grace were charged alimony. Grace's parents, who are very decent, paid the full amount of the alimony on her behalf. They said they will make her work hard to repay the money from now on. They apologized again and again, saying their parenting was wrong. I was sorry for her parents, but it couldn't be helped. Meanwhile, rumors of our divorce had spread at his company through Ethan's boss, who attended the funeral, and he couldn't stand the cold stares from those around him. He had no choice but to quit the company. He had lost his income, therefore he rented an old wooden apartment with little money he had left. He is working part-time to pay off the alimony. He borrowed money from the bank to pay the alimony because his father did not lend him any. Interest is added, so it's not easy to make the payment, but he brought this to himself. I want him to repay the loan to the end. I have moved out of the house I was living. I used the alimony to buy a nice apartment. I still see Ethan's father regularly, who loves me as if I were his own daughter. I hope that I can have a good and long relationship with him on behalf of his son.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!